Hi. Do you have reason to believe that perhaps you have been attracting, if you are a vanishing twin survivor, as I am, other people into your life, specifically as romantic partners, who also share this in common with us? They too are lone twin survivors or womb twin survivors. These are all names that vanishing twin survivors sometimes are identified as. Why does this happen? Well, I believe that the reason that it happens is that like attracts like. Therefore, there is on an energetic level, which is really what mutual attraction winds up being all about, there is a resonance that occurs when you meet someone who has shared experiences in life. And what could be more primal than the experience that we've had of our twins passing away in the process of gestation? What could be more primal than to know that someone has shared this catastrophic event and survived it as we have also? This is powerful stuff. It doesn't get much more core than living through the death of one's sibling and living to tell the tale and grow up and have a life and still maintain the hopefully spiritual bond and connection with your late sibling. How can you tell if you're questioning whether or not the person who you might be involved with or you might be enamored of and would like to have a relationship with is also a survivor? There are certain, as we know, identifiable traits and symptoms that seem to be fairly frequent in people who have survived this. One of them, of course, and I'm a perfect example of it, is somebody who's very empathetic, somebody who is highly intuitive, psychic abilities that have turned out in my life to be a great gift most of the time, and is part of how I earn my living now. So, of course, I'm very grateful for this blessing and hope always to use it in the service of helping people. And some of the other traits involve hypersensitivity to light, to sound, hypersensitivity to foods, highly allergic at times to electromagnetic fields. Cell towers, have to be very careful about getting enough rest, getting enough sleep, the foods we eat, what we drink. It goes on and on. It's a long list. Insomnia, until recently, the last few years, was an issue for me, and it is apparently still for many womb twin survivors as well. And there are other symptoms, overeating or undereating, many different food issues and addictions. I choose to remember the blessings, and I actively look for the blessing of having been through this experience, partly because I realize now that I learned about life and I learned about death before I ever had the language that I do now to understand it. I learned about it at the cellular level, and it didn't destroy me. If anything, it probably wound up making me stronger. And my hope is that if you are coupled with someone who is themselves, or you suspect they might be a vanishing twin survivor, you also will see that sharing this common bond can be yet another deep part of the glue that holds you together. You are able to understand each other in a way and at a level of depth that is profound. Even if the person who you're with or you want to be with may not be ready or feel that it's out in left field that you even suggest they might be a survivor, maybe you should ask them, did their mother have stillbirths? Did they have miscarriages before or after the birth of this person? That also very often can be a sign that they are likely vanishing twin survivors. And if they doubt that, or they don't know, or their mother's no longer alive or able to answer that question for them, then simply knowing within yourself, because we all do have this psychic ability, that this person might in fact share that with us in common, is sometimes enough to help you to relax and be comfortable, more comfortable with that individual as a potential partner than you might be with a lot of other people. It's interesting in life, isn't it, how very often our commonalities really do join us at the heart. Something to think about, something to contemplate. I'm Beverly Banov Brown, and it has been absolutely a delight, as always, to prepare this video for you. I offer it educationally as a sharing of knowledge and intention to heal. It is not designed to replace professional care. Thanks so much for watching. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already to my channel, Beverly Banov Brown M.S. I love to hear from you. Many of you have been sending me comments under the YouTube screen and likes, so I know you've gotten something from this. And also, many of you are sending me emails asking for consultations, and when I can, as time permits, I'm delighted to work with you. Until next time, be well, and know that you are very definitely on a daily basis in my loving prayers. Bye for now.